Electro is released after months in psychiatric rehab. He gets in touch with Otto, who's in the prison that Norman created with all the other supervillains. Otto had been sending letters to Electro while he was in rehab, so now Max wants to break him out of jail. Otto gathers the other supervillains, and together they manage to escape. Meanwhile, the relationship between Eddie and Peter isn't the best. The Sinister Six attacks Times Square, and this is where we see that even with the symbiote, Peter wasn't ready to fight all of them at once. Aunt May, who was near the fight and trying to hide, ends up having a heart attack. Peter escapes because he realizes he's not going to beat the villains this time. Eddie takes Mary Jane for a spin on his motorcycle and acts totally irresponsible, speeding like crazy. It's obvious he's trying to play the bad boy to impress MJ and get under Peter's skin. This adaptation of Eddie is heavily inspired by the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, where he's an arrogant college student with a bad temper.
He may not be perfect, but whatever his fault, he's twice the man you'll ever be.
Peter goes back home, not knowing that his aunt is in the hospital. He falls asleep, totally exhausted after the fight in Times Square. While he's sleeping, the symbiote takes over his body and goes for a rematch against the Sinister Six. It's hard to give every villain their moment to shine in a fight, but the series pulls it off. The symbiote uses each villain's abilities to defeat the others. Peter wakes up the next day completely stunned to see that Spidey stopped the group and that he somehow took photos of the whole thing. He doesn't even have time to react because Mary Jane shows up at his house and tells him that his aunt is in the hospital. Peter feels totally disappointed in himself, and the symbiote takes those emotions to the extreme, making Peter start to act a bit more aggressive.